Hi, my name is Lauren Rafter, and this is my California State University Monterey Bay music degree capstone presentation. Today I will be discussing the benefits of music education. I took many classes in high school and middle school, all music classes, and through these classes and even programs, I learned how important an education in music really is. It is more than just learning how to play a new instrument or song. It is about the mental, physical, social, and educational benefits. The brain, when playing music, gets a complete workout because music education touches all domains of learning, including the psychomotor domain, the cognitive domain, and in particular, in significant ways, the affective domain, including music appreciation and sensitivity. Shoot 16. This definition is a foundational starting point to discuss music in educational settings. It includes studying and learning how to read music, the technical aspect of playing music, and even music sensitivity as to why we play music. This being said, the peak years of students learning music in an educational setting are between 4th and 12th grade, Montgomery. For that reason, this essay will be in regards to this age range. Music education programs and classes take many different forms. Instrument lessons, ensemble classes, theory classes, musical theater, musical history, music production, and composition are just some of the types of classes and programs that schools may offer for music education. Music creates a unique connection in the brain, unlike any other school subject. Playing an instrument itself actually changes the brain. Music stimulates both the right and left side of the brain using visual processing, sound, movement, and memory regions of the brain. Playing an instrument is a full body workout for the brain. And just like a healthy lifestyle can lead to a positive and physical feeling, this too can cause long-lasting positive outcomes in the brain. The high levels of memorization in the brain have been shown to lead to higher levels of memory processing in students who play music versus students who don't. Each aspect of music memory, from recalling lyrics, reading music, playing the proper notes, or simply just remembering a song, all helps the speed and quality of memory. Silverstone. Another aspect that changes in the brain is mental processing speed. This is the speed at which the brain retains and learns information, which is a critical skill for students to learn. Research shows that students who studied music for 1 year demonstrated better processing speeds than students who studied science for 1 year. Brown. When students are in music classes, they are responsible for doing many tasks at one time. They must read the sheet music, understand the music, and physically play the music, all while watching the conductor or instructor for tempo and/or creative directions that they may take. Their brain power improves greatly, which can produce better results in other classes as well. The next skill that can grow with music is the study in the skill of foreign language. In foreign language classes, there's reading, writing, speaking, vocabulary, and culture. Similarly, in music, we have rhythm, pitch, dynamics, culture, and the physical act of playing an instrument. Learning how to read music is a skill that takes a lot of time and practice and studying. And the study skills we use can help in learning a new language as well. Even more so, a lot of the language used in music is not in English. Due to this, the brain becomes well equipped with learning new languages. The memory the brain has about studying and retaining new language will not only help in foreign language classes, but many others. Ben Sterlo, Homel Colzado. The act of studying has been shown to be more effective in students who play music. Learning an instrument takes a lot of time and practice, so because of this, many students walk out of music class with study skills. These benefits are identifiable in test results, and one study showed that students in elementary school with superior music education programs scored around 22% higher in English and 20% higher in math scores on standardized tests compared to schools with low quality music programs, regardless of socioeconomic disparities among the schools or districts. Brown. Music students understand if they would like to perfect something or a skill that it's going to take time and practice. Inside the head is not the only part of the body that gets a workout because of music. The physical body also gets a workout. Posture is an aspect in playing music, and good posture is when playing most instrument is both feet flat on the floor, sitting upright in the chair with a straight back, and with their instrument in proper position. When standing, students should have both feet shoulder width apart and flat on the floor, straight back, body weight evenly centered, and instrument in proper position. When it comes to moving or walking while playing an instrument, the posture is similar to standing, except you must be sure that the performer should have a slight natural bend in their knees, ready for movement, and chest lifted if the instrument allows. Godwin. Marching band is arguably the most physical music ensemble in schools. Students in this program are required to play their instrument while marching in a choreographed formation. During these performances, there is a lot of physical demand. Students must be able to hold their instrument in a proper position the entire performance. Adding to this is the choreography, which often includes glide step, high step, backwards march. Many of these skills are learned during a time of practice during the summer months called band camp. Many times, band camp is very intense practice that often lasts the entire day. During these practices, the students learn music, instrumentation, and choreography. Breathing for performing music can also be very different from how we normally breathe. Musicians need to have a strong sense of control when it comes to breathing. Wind instrument players need to be able to breathe in air long enough to produce a quality sound and a sound that will match the duration that is written in the sheet music. By creating this strong sense of self-recognition, students learn not only how to properly breathe while playing or singing, but also in daily life. Many jobs require public speaking, and having good breathing will help make the experience less intimidating and result in better and more professional delivery. Many argue that a benefit in sports is the use of motor skills. Musicians also use both their large and fine motor skills. For example, in marching band, students combine large motor skills while marching around on the field with fine motor skills they use to play their instruments. Hand-eye coordination is extremely important to help students with physical skills later in life. That playing an instrument helps develop, since a musician must be able to create correct notes through the proper hand motions, whether it be hitting keys, closing valves, or using another apparatus to produce sound. Silverstone. One of the final benefits is the social aspect music education brings into children's lives. Music classes help bring these students who are passionate about music together to share exciting moments together through music, help develop one another's ability, and become a support system for each other. This special bond also increases students' engagement in school. The importance of music in schools. Through this, students are more likely to create lifelong friendships with fellow classmates, which during this era is very important. Giving students a solid place to repeatedly return to and be welcomed into this community is huge for healthy development. Having a safe place for students to be introduced to new ideas in a comfortable setting surrounded by like-minded people helps students become more open to the idea of learning and growing without being judged. Music classes are often a safe place for students to go and be surrounded by like-minded people. Teamwork is essential for kids to learn before they leave school and enter the workforce. Teamwork is used in everyday life. The entire class joins together as a team to create beautiful music for others to enjoy. They learn to listen to each other, help one another when a student is struggling, and even learn how to respect each other. This is great teamwork experience for students. The love for music gives students a creative outlet, allowing students to be creative in a professional learning environment will help release stress that they may not be able to in other classes. It allows students to take risks in a safe and controlled environment to grow their creative skills, which would otherwise be neglected in many other standard classes. Stage fright is a big fear for many. Whether through performing or through public speaking, it is something we all have to do. The Anxiety and Depression Association of America suggests that avoidance may give you immediate relief, but it reinforces your fear in the long run. With this skill, we all must do it at some point in our life. Putting a child in music and teaching them that stage fright is normal and needs to be tackled head on will give them the confidence they need to continue to either perform or publicly speak in the future. Neurotypical students are not the only ones who can benefit from music education. Students who range on the autism scale have benefited greatly from these programs. What they found was that many times lesson plans needed to be adapted to fit the needs of the students. They needed to be adapted in a way that would help these students who may have short attention spans or difficulties understanding more complex topics. The great thing about music is its ability to be adaptable. If a specific instrument or song is not working, it is very easy to try something new or even return to the basics, this being just having fun with the instruments. Music programs are also great as after-school activities. They are much more educational and have better long-term effects, such as giving children structure outside of formal school setting than having students return home from school to an empty house or staying at an after-school program. Selton. As we draw everything that has been discussed to a close, it is important to restate the key important factors of music in an educational setting. Giving students the tools they need to explore a creative subject is crucial to their development and has lasting effects. From the educational benefits of improved test scores, better memory, and language skills to the social benefits of finding like-minded friends and learning teamwork skills, the emotional benefits of having a creative outlet and overcoming fears is apparent. Musical education can also provide the physical benefits of higher stamina, hand-eye coordination, and better breath support. And finally, music education can support kids with special needs by giving students this time in school to play music. It helps create a solid foundation for other skills to be strengthened and built upon. Music education in K-12 provides many benefits from social, emotional, and even physical skill improvement. Here is my work cited. Thank you so much for listening.